Sorry, when I launched Disco Elysium, it said, save file conflict. Do you want to download from the cloud, or do you want to upload from your computer? The computer one is newer. And I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't play this game again. Why is it telling me that? Apparently, it last saved on the cloud on Wednesday, and the last save on the computer is Friday. So, I don't know. We'll see. That looks right, isn't it? Friday? Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make sense. Maybe Lily was playing. Lily can't read. Alright, we still have our money. Yep, so this is it. Yep, this is the right one. Cool. I would like to clarify that Lily can, in fact, read. And in no way was that a serious implication. So, Assistant Weeby has provided us some weeaboo propaganda. Non-weeb donates 5 bits at a time to send the maximum amount of messages to Joe. Sent actual music on Jump King stream. Only watches Joe play the game that he likes. Only ever watches VODs of Q&As. Wastes monocoins on highlighted messages. Gets annoyed when the stream is 2 minutes late. Backseats and gets upset Joe the moment he does not follow the 100% big dick guide. Wow. Weeb patiently waits for his resub. Double Clawfist here too. Religiously donates to the AI fund. Has a playlist of 300 snow halation bait and switches. Watched every single Joseph stream live. Wakes up at 5 a.m. to watch the Q&A live. Already prepared 7 figurines to send to the P.O. box. Has prepared a carefully curated list of top 1,000 anime shows Joseph has to watch by this summer. Wow. Wow. After the Jump King music stream, I went back to the VOD and opened all, and I mean all the links to see if there was anything worth it. It wasn't worth it. Oh man. Careful, he's a hero. How many snow halation bait and switches were there? I mean, it's at least 4, right? I like saying snow halation roulette. It sounds like a fun thing to say. Alright, so if you haven't picked up on it yet, I'm like fucking exhausted today. So it's gonna be a low energy stream. Sorry about that. Sorry to stretch while I'm talking. Like I got a decent amount of sleep, but like I dreamt that I was Geralt all night, and I went into a tavern, and there was some sorceress witch I was hunting, and I had to took a job to kill the innkeeper for some reason, and I went into the back to fight him because he had too much food. That he was like, this guy has too much food. Like, we're in famine, Geralt. He has too much food. How is this inn so prosperous? So I go into the back, and I'm like investigating like how he has so much, and there was like this Resident Evil 2 style minigame thing where I had to pick up like this box, and I opened it, and I finally get in. I've also been watching like lockpicking lawyer videos, and like I had to like get into this box, and there was someone who was kind of like a mix between Triss and Renfrey from Netflix show. Renfrey's actress should have played Triss, by the way. That would have been a great match. I'm kind of sad that didn't happen. Anyway, so I open it up, and it's just like, it's just filled with like in this box, this innkeeper has stolen everyone's credit cards, because apparently like in the Witcher world there are credit cards, and it's like, oh no, he was right, credit card fraud, gotta be. So he had everyone's credit cards in like all these envelopes in this box, and that's how he was able to have so much money, and his inn was so prosperous. And then he appears and he's like, oh no, you found out my secret credit card fraud, so now we have to fight. So we're fighting, and I keep dying because he has this weird weapon this is what all my dreams are like, by the way. Like every night I have multiple dreams like this. He has this weird weapon that's basically like a big boner stick. So instead of it being a sword, he has this like this big baton that he hits a button, and it just extends out like hugely, like fucking like 20 meters away from him, as he stands across the room, and it just hits me in the face, and it hits me in the face, and then I can't move, and then it sends out like an electric shock, and then if that happened, I died and I have to reload. So that kept happening, and I'm in the dream, and this went on for a long time. I'm in the dream, and I can't get close to him to fight him because he keeps using his big boner baton extender fucking weapon. I can't get to him, and then I'm like, oh man, I have to use my Witcher signs to get him. What one? And I'm like, oh no, I need to use ARD to knock him off balance. So I keep trying to use ARD, and whenever I get to him after hitting ARD, he recovers, and then he hits me with his fucking electrical stick again. And then I'm like, oh, I know. Yurden, it'll slow him down, and it worked. And then I beat him up, and then I woke up, and I've just been like in pain ever since then. Like everywhere, he kept hitting me in the shoulder and the face, and it hurts. Like yeah, that was my dream of being Geralt. Oh man, is there something you're not telling us about yourself? You're not telling us, Joe? Nah, I'm pretty secure in my sexuality. Like I'm really not gay or bi. I wish I was. Bi, that is. Like, well, maybe not. Sorry, I dropped an egg on the floor. Like, I'm a firm believer that that the vast majority of people aren't actually like 100% straight or 100% gay. Like, I think that most people, like, sexuality is a spectrum. And there's very, very rare people are going to be like firmly on your side, and it's like society kind of like pushes you towards that sort of thing. But like logically, just looking at it, like being bi just doubles your potential like partners, right? So like if you're bi and you're fine with that, then it's like great, you know, like there's really no downside. But there is a downside, and that's like society, because I hear from some bisexual people that it's pretty tough, and you can have like straight people treat you poorly, but also gay people treat you poorly at the same time. You know, like it's not the best. You know, you kind of get shit from both sides. But yeah, I don't know. Like I've never sucked a dick. Maybe I would enjoy it. I don't know. I don't think so. Sorry if the no memes policy is still up. I had that meme brewing in my head for a while watching the Persona VODs. It's fine. I'll put some memes on the stream at some point. For homophobes, bi is gay, and for gay, bi is greedy. Yeah, that's a pretty good way of summing it up. Yeah. Someone told me once that bi women are called, like, there's an insult that gay women use for bi women, which is that they call them Gillette razors because they can be used by both men and women. And I think that's pretty creative, but I think that's really mean. That's mean. But yeah, it's like I understand, like I hate this idea of like if you're bi, it's just, oh, you're confused and you haven't made up your mind. It's like fuck off. If Geralt asks you on a date, would you refuse? Geralt, yeah, probably. Henry Cavill, no. I think Henry Cavill's pretty handsome. Probably like what, one of, if not the most handsome man on the planet. Just to hang out with Cavill. Mads Mikkelsen is pretty good. How far would you let him go? Serious answer to the question. Like, we can meme and be like all the way, bro. But like serious answer. I don't think I could. I don't think I'm you know, like really. I'm fairly secure in my sexuality to just look to imagine myself in that scenario, and I'm like, I don't think I could do anything. You know, like I don't think that's for me. You know, but there's fan art. Hey, can't stay long. Have a nice stream. Another one, Q2? Holy crap. Reva Shaw. Does that just say words? Okay, didn't we find out earlier that we can fit this to screen, but it messes up a little bit. Yeah, it messes up a little bit, but it does fit the screen. There we go. Alright. Like, you guys don't get to see how it's messed up. But that's fine. Thank you, Q2, for this incredibly like complex tradition for the Disco Elysium streams. Yeah, it's just I think this might be my favorite one so far. Best boy looking pretty good, huh? By the way, I watched a trailer for Persona 5 Strikers or whatever it's called, and I'm pretty excited. That just looks like a sequel with better gameplay. Like, I'll play that. That looks pretty fun. Scramble, I'm sorry, not Strikers. Like, yeah, I'm cautiously excited for that. That looks like it could be interesting. It's coming out soon in Japan, right? But it doesn't have a Western release date as of yet, I believe. Strikers is like Super Mario, yeah. Thank you again, Q2. Let's shrink it down to the right spot. Thinking about getting some skill portraits printed on canvas. What are your favorites? The skill portraits here. I like Conceptualization. I like Inland Empire. The other ones are like there's none of them that I dislike. Maybe some of the physique ones are just kind of like they're just kind of there. You know what I mean? They look better bigger over here. But do they get more colors the more you level them up? Because if that's the case, then maybe that would help. I really like these. These are really cool. The thought cabinet kind of big thing. Yeah. These are really cool. Would you be gay for Yusuke? Yusuke? No. There's a full out spread of the thought cabinet are combined. Yeah, I think someone linked it. It looked really cool. Nagito is pretty hot. Is Nagito hotter than Yusuke? We did a poll once, Nagito versus Joker, and Joker won like handily, right? Hee. Yeah, I think Joker won. All right, are we gonna actually play the game? I don't know if we're playing the game today. Like I'm really tired and out of it, so I don't know what we're doing today. Today I binge watched your Dark Souls 3 review again. I like it so much. Really serve you critique for Sekiro. The Dark Souls 3 video is not my best work. Yeah, this is gonna be a video on Sekiro. I don't know when, but sometime this year. Yeah, hopefully in the first half of the year. But yeah, there'll be a video on Sekiro. After the Witcher video is done, I'm gonna take some time off. I don't know how long. Thank you, Pocket Starfish, for 900 bits. Would you be interested in putting together your thoughts on themes of things you enjoy and unforgivable sins of video games? I'm curious because you mentioned you'd like to get into game development and it might be beneficial to have your thoughts organized on do's and don'ts. I have like notes and like Word files and everything about game design and stuff like that. A video on that, or maybe just like a casual channel 2 video. Maybe, I don't know. Those kind of things tend not to work out that well for me. I think people have a very rigid idea of what kind of content they expect from me on YouTube, and that is just, here's a game, we're going to talk about the whole thing, you know? And if I ever deviate from that sort of thing, people are like, you know, it could be good. It's not that it's going to make a bad video. It's just that people are like, no, that's not what I want from you. I'm going to pass. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's the kind of hole that I've been pigeoned into, and I'm okay with that. Nice podcast, bro. We should have a podcast. Who should be on my podcast? Just me. Me and the kids. That would be terrible. Hey, thanks, by the way. Thanks for sticking with this game. I know it's taxing on you, but it's very fun to enjoy this game with somebody else. It is pretty taxing on me. That's why I'm stalling a little bit. Doing all the reading is actually really hard for me, but we'll get through it. All right, so we have 120. When we last saw our heroes, we met the god of capitalism, and we have 120 real now because of that. Are we going to... like, was there something we have to do? Is there like a tasks list, or are we gonna go buy something? Send victim's body to processing. Talk to Joyce about the pail without Kim. Open apartment door for Everard. All right, that's what we're supposed to do. The apartment door. All right. Can we go and look at the body again with the dice that we have, or did we try that again already? Buy the boombox for sure. Where's the boombox? The boombox is in the whatchamacallit? The pawn shop. Did we go down here? Okay, we can go get the boombox, sure. I feel like we already did this with the dice when we came out of here after getting them. Yeah, we did. All right, so we want perception up. Why is Yusuke at the bottom left? Because we're an art cop. This is my first stream here for this game. I have no idea what's happening. This is probably a bad first stream to start with for my streams and for the game. I know you've been here for streams before, quality garbage, but for this game specifically, I don't think it's a good idea. But hey, ease into it and see what happens. We also need to get some fuel to paint with, don't we? Did we talk to you?
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep.
I don't have my headphones on. All right, here we go. Logic error. She's not sleeping right now.
Pigs come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out?
No, why would you even say that? Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all. Okay. A balcony with a view to the yard and the hanging. The smoker up there could be a witness. Talk to him. Smoker on the balcony. You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege. You're hiding something. Speak up. This is the police. No trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on here. Too late, young man. Trouble's found you.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing. Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt. Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you tell me your name? Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging? I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinet standards. What were you doing last Sunday? Oh, he waves lazily with a cigarette. You already asked me that, didn't you? Wait, someone else investigating the lynching? Did I? Did you? I'm pretty sure I didn't. Did you? Look at Kim. No, not you two. He gestures idly. Some more muscular type. Lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down. And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman? Last week, I don't know. Look. He looks around the courtyard again. Snow blankets, the old patio chairs, and dead horse plants. Wow. And all the neighboring windows are black. By the way, when I stitch these streams together to go on YouTube, should I cut out the openings and just like cut out the times where like I have the slow intro and I like wake up into streaming? Like, what do you think? Should I just like remove those? Kind of feel maybe yeah. I don't know. They're the best part, really? No, really? Keep them? Seems kind of split actually. Seems kind of split. Okay, I guess people can just like fast forward them if they want to. Last week, I don't know. Yeah, okay, we read that already. Oh, nice. Morale for conceptualization. A downy blanket of white to cover up the miserable poverty of the scene. Seriously, getting art cop has just been like an actual art degree. It's just the best skill. Seriously. You didn't answer the question, what were you doing last Sunday? He sighs. I had a friend over. What kind of friend? It was my Sunday friend. What's your friend's real name? Did he see something? He doesn't reply, gesturing no with a cigarette. Under the dull and darkening sky, the neighboring windows stand silent. Can you tell me your name? My name? My name is Martin Martinez. That's definitely not his real name. You're not actually called Martin Martinez, are you? No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice? He scans the courtyard. It's silent like the bottom of a well. Every sound captured and reflected back. All right, we'll talk later. No, we won't. He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the snowy balcony with a dying hiss. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going. Convince him to stay. This is a red check. It cannot be retried. 42%. We're winning this one. I'm feeling lucky today. This is gonna win. Shit. Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog. What do you want from me? Do you want me to cry? Huh? Are we gonna kill ourselves again? Please don't go. I'll stop drinking. I'll take the trash out. Just please don't leave me. Trash? The young man shakes his head in confusion. Please don't go. I'll even stop smoking inside. Listen, I really have to go. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the extinguished cigarette sailing over the rail. New task to smoke around the balcony. Good luck with the investigation. He walks away. Art cop. Ooh. He's gone. The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. So we just give up? He could be a witness, him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again. Once we found out the way in, we can ask around for his apartment. Great, let's do that. All right, and this is locked, right? I don't think after the video that CD Projekt is going to want me to have anything to do with what they do. But we'll see. A stone like any other lying in a whorl? I've never had to say that word out loud before. Whorl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. Turn it over. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt. Hurl? This must be the front door. For the front door. P doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has hundreds of apartments. How are we going to find the right one? We'll just have to go in and see. Save by perception. Typo again? No, that's an actual word, isn't it? I'm sure I've seen that word before. Yeah, it's a word. A pattern of spirals or concentric circles.
Whirl. Whirl. Whirl.
What?
Whirl.
Prawl?
Whirl. Whirl. Whirl.
Yanny.
Whirl.
Yanny.
Whirl.
Laurel. Door, basement apartment. This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. Carefully knock. You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment. I guess no one is in. The lieutenant looks uncomfortable. Press your ear against the door. The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. Easy. Success. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp. Lieutenant, what is your opinion of this task we're undertaking? Let's be honest, this isn't what I joined the RCM for, but every day tells you something new about yourself, the lieutenant replies, still inspecting the padded door. Door? Apparently, working with the local union boss to get info on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about. So you don't mind if I unlock the door? I mind that a local thug is using the RCM for his busy work, but if this gets us to the bottom of this hanging, then I'm willing to look over it. On the other hand, he looks at the surrounding windows. Widows? Man, how many widows are here? Uncomfortably, we could just tell Everett we open the door and leave. No one seems to be tailing us to see if we actually did it. Nah, they have eyes everywhere. Lie to Everett? That's also an option. Yes, presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. He crosses his arms. You took this task. You make the call. Okay, Kim, we'll do that as long as you're the one who lies. Because, you know, like it's gonna be drama check, lie to Everett and say that you did it, and then we're gonna hit it, and it's gonna be 75% chance of succeeding. Then we're gonna fail, and then our character is gonna be like, ooh, when I have cereal in the morning, I put the milk in first, and then put the cereal in, and then we're gonna put the gun in our mouth and kill ourselves. Like, that's what's gonna happen. So you have to be the one that lies if we're gonna lie. The door is right here. You can just open it and be done with this. Besides, if you never open it, you're never going to find out what's behind the door. Yeah, let's do it. You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling on the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver. There might be important information in the apartment. I mean, there might... I wonder what it's like to go full Inland Empire run. Like, is the game just nuts? We're doing it. The smell of disinfectant in the room smells like chemicals. Colonial mug collection. A row of mugs sits on a shelf. On the shelf, each one depicts a human figure, a dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols, a broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others. Tap on the mugs. A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. There's something disdainful in the way the curves and lines of the bodies were drawn. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures. What do I mean uncomfortable? The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much. Oh, he's the one. This is where the mug came from that we found in the trash. Typical asshole. So what? They can think what they want. This is a free world. Thanks. Good to know. I have no opinion on this. Typical asshole. This person is unhappy. Lieutenant picks up one of the mugs and then puts it back down with a look of disdain. I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment. Whip out your yellow man mug and compare. Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines. There's the missing tin soldier. The lieutenant looks at the mugs next to each other. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they draw on the ire of the union. The plot thickens, as they say. Just like the waifu. Alright, I got a level with you, Kim. This might be our apartment. We don't know what we did here. We have no idea. An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often. Do you really think that it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash? Who knows? The lieutenant opens his notebook. I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead. Either way, it might turn out to be some random local matter, but still a nice coincidence. You can ask Everett who this person is once you're done here. Move on from the mugs. Alright, did we level up? We did. Alright, chat. Do we want a new waifu slot? Or do we want to level up? We can't level up perception. I really want to level up perception. What's something else we need to level up? We should just keep leveling up conceptualization, shouldn't we? We can't level up perception. I wish I knew which thought would let us level up perception at the end of it. Is there any one of the hobo... How do we get Hobocop, man? I want to get Hobocop. Oh, Caustic Echo. Finger pistols. Oh man, these are so good. These are so good. I want to get, I think I'm not going to unlock one of these unless I actually have a thought that I want to get right away. And I don't think any of these are going to, upgrade our perception. So we should probably get a skill. What's a skill that we need right now? Let's see if we can, like, if there's any skill check in here, and then maybe we can level it up. Whoever lives in here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. Who doesn't? Take all. Okay, I don't want to take any. I don't want to take any stuff from here. Like then they'll know. A book titled "The Hidden World of Walking Sticks" lies open. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag. This is the flag of Revachol, the Suzerainty. What's with the sun? This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle. What's the sevenfold sun miracle? It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag. Lieutenant, the old flag of the suzerain. Bow down before the flag. Finished thought. He looks around the apartment. The tenant is an old-fashioned guy. By old-fashioned, he means very right-wing. Don't bow to the flag. The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful fabric with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing. No, I'm not taking anything. I'm not taking anything. A small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over? Alright, we're done in here. You done. I'm not taking anything out of here. Let's leave. Drama Chan? Maybe we'll get Drama Chan. No Chan. This is a Chan free run. Chan free run. Can I suggest to revise the task list? Might forget some things over last streams. That's a good idea, yeah. Let's look at the task list. Now it's raining instead of snowing. Okay, so the smoker on the balcony, send victims while processing, talk to Joyce about the pail without Kim. Okay, so Kim's going to go to bed soon, we can do that. Add even more beauty to the wall. We need to get some heavy fuel oil. I don't know where we're getting that from. What is the race enigma? That's, I think, internalizing being a racist. Wow, we are really communist and ultra-liberal. Holy shit. Our YouTube career is going to take off soon. Open apartment door forever. We did that. So we go back and let him know. Preview authority to Titus Hardy. Okay, I don't remember that. Oh, I remember that now. Okay. Find Moral the cryptozoologist. That's the south of the Waterlock, right? Find money and pay Gart. We did that, right? Oh, we have to do that every single night. All right. But if we don't, do we become a hobo cop? Wow, we have no honor. Find the traffic hooligan. The jam mystery. Joyce's info on the lynching. Close the waterlock on Wednesday. To get to the coast, you need to use the panel to close the waterlock. It's been blocked. Pending repairs should be done by Wednesday. Oh, maybe that's how we can get there then. All right, so it's Tuesday, right? So tomorrow morning we can get over. Explore the whirling secret passages. All right, we need to find a key. I don't know where we get the key from. The victim's tattoos. Run the number on the victim's armor. I think that means done. Oh, call Alice back in the day for info on the armor. All right, let's go do that. Also, let's go through the other ones. Where's the rest of the armor? Track down your badge. Who put the clothes in the trash? May take a while. The pissing competition. Apparently there was a pissing match between Precinct 41 yours. Who made the call reporting the crime? Get a reality lowdown. Keep asking Joyce questions about reality. Find booze and drink it. Now we're not doing that. Sing karaoke. Get a hold of a sad song. Oh man, we have to do karaoke. We have to do karaoke. How are we doing that? Sadly, you can't be a hobo. You missed Hobo Cop already? What do you mean? We're locked out of the Hobo Cop path? Do you become Hobo Cop if you don't have enough money to pay the guy for your room and you have to sleep outside? God damn it. This is Precinct 57. The operator greets you through the static. How may I assist you? I think we want to go to 41st, right? I can't remember. Just a moment, officer. Listen, I've actually lost my gun. Oh, no, we're not doing that. End call. End call. All right, put the radio again. All right, serial number is right here. Sorry. Yes, the armor was produced by, she looks at her notes, Fairweather in their facilities in Betancourt sur le Clef in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of the Orgenes pharmaceutical companies in the Seminine conflict. She browses pages, so it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over the years since the armor was issued. Do you know what it's called now? The Umbrella Corp. The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Krenel, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor. Medium success. A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom the suit was fitted. First, as the firm continued to work for pharmaceutical companies through all these changes. Hard to say, their client list is rather diverse and incomplete. The only constant seems to be that the mercenaries are always deployed in third and fourth world countries. A suit of armor like this would have been customized to fit the wearer, blah, 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 blah. Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though. This is a fun challenge for her, an opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM. Yes, thank you, officer. I really appreciate your efforts in this case. Yes, please do try. It's imperative that we learn whose armor this was. Sure, call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then. Did you find more information about the boots? Not yet. Alright, we just asked literally, or right away. Alright, close the door, leave. Alright. Wasn't there something that we wanted to buy down here? Okay, pawn shop. Alright, where should we go, chat? Should we get into that apartment complex? He's gone. Do you think you could have threatened to kill yourself with finger guns? I wonder if the books give you any stat bonuses. This is not Persona. Ooh, this is interesting. Marie. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. Take all. Logic authority. Visual calculus drama. I missed the Sun Deer Symposium. We haven't said that one in a long time. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. Alcohol, Commodore Red, physique. 3 uses. Moss crawls on those bathroom tiles. Actual moss. Gross. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Hey, Lily, it's like our old apartment. Apartment 12, a loud rumbling snore comes from within. Alright, so it's pretty late, so maybe this is different during the day. Oh, let's steal someone's shoes! Oh, okay. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall. Encyclopedia. That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words. Inspect the symbol closer. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards. Almost said that wrong during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. Why is the star upside down? What's the deal with the antlers? Why white? To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it. Antlers. The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it. Why white? Because white is the color of peace. Sure it is. What does it evoke in me? Whoa! Gone. Gone is the glory of hope. Only the scribblings of impoverished students remain in dirty hallways. Okay, so if you came in here with low morale and no way to heal it, you could have died from looking at a star on a wall. You are the big communism builder now. It's you or no one. Padlocked door. This door has been closed with a padlock, a chalk-drawn number. Excuse me. On the board says 11. Knock. Examine the padlock. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Interfacing. Use the chain cutters to cut through the padlock. Well, we don't have it's on our hand. Knocking is going to do nothing. Yeah. All right. All right. This is the kind of cop we are. All right. What was it? Interfacing. Interfacing. Isn't physical instrument going to be a plus here? Oh man, 58%. How could this go wrong? The shackle snaps like a twig and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now. After you, detective. Alright. I'm surprised you're going along with this, Kim. Maybe you're like, just fuck it, this is how it is now. A flamboyant poster of a white star. Real lithography? Lithography? Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. Oh man. We're home. 9mm bullet. Oh, this gives us conceptualization with no downside. This is just a straight upgrade, chat. How does it go over? Oh, it's not the thing I thought. It's not the slot I thought it was. Never mind. It's not a straight upgrade. Alright, but it's conceptualization, and that's kind of our build, right? Esprit decor, shivers. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't understand what we do. Like, our conceptualization is really high, so shouldn't we use the item slots to buff things that are low? Like, I don't know. I guess we can save it before for some checks. Oh, sorry, not save it. We can switch before some checks. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. All right, here we go. 30 minutes of talking to a statue bust. A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Karl Marx. Why does this tenant have a bust of Kras Mazov in their bedroom? Father Mazov, the hero of the working class, salute the statue. Whoever lives here needs to learn how the economy actually works. Kras Mazov was a mass murderer. There's nothing cool about keeping his bust on your nightstand. Let's do number 1. The white star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. He looks around before mumbling to himself, how fitting. Okay, we're not saluting. Let's go number 3. I suspect that's exactly what they're trying to do. He leans closer to inspect the economics books on the table. Economics book. Kras Mazov was a mass murderer. There's nothing cool about keeping his bust on your nightstand. He was definitely controversial. The tenant here seems to like him. He leans closer to inspect the photos of revolutionaries on the wall. There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems. I'm gonna salute. Let's do it all. Whoever lives here definitely shares your enthusiasm. He leans closer to inspect the photos of revolutionaries on the wall. There aren't many communists. Oh, it's the same thing. Alright, cool. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. No, we're not a commie. We're a centrist. We're trying to appease everyone. We criticized it and saluted them. We're a centrist. Boogie Street 46. The door number 9 is locked. Alright, we can get in here for sure. You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. Knock. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side. Knock again. This time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice. Wary, intense. Just leave. That's worse, isn't it? Let's just leave. This is the police. Open up. Do I have to? Just fucking imagine how you looked at Kim. He's a mass murderer. I'm gonna salute. Yeah, it's true. That's true. Do I have to open the door? You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge. Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant. Let's go, Lieutenant says. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment. It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason. Knock again. And then we just leave. Alright, this is the same apartment that the artist is above, right? So is this the old lady that wouldn't let us in? Graffito says, a firing squad for the rich. Let's just eat the rich. Apartment 8, their mailbox is overflowing. A note reads, foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. Wait, is this game political? No, it's just politically themed. Oh, that was close. Waves crashing in the darkness. It's just politically themed. Someone has torn down the wall. A grocery list on the table and checks. What happened here? You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall. This looks so sad. It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here, except the stuff in the fridge. Indeed. Nosafed and some Riel. Nice. What a real find. Ugh. Just like horror games, exactly. Exactly.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Are you all right? Should I call a doctor? This won't take long. I only have a few questions.
I'm fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks. You're still worried. It's very worrying.
What you want from me, policeman?
I want your broom. What kind of broom has a handle like that? This was not a broom. This was a shovel that they made into a broom. She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residents. Who are you? I'm looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony. Who are you? I'm no one, just an old woman who cleans these hallways. Do you live here? If you can call it living. She spits on the floor before wiping it off with a broom. Alright, I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than the closet, but I don't complain. No, she juts out her chin, eyes shining. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. That's all I need from this world. She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty. Are you a communist? Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking on like the devil, right? She looks at the other end of the hallway. Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower. What's he in trouble for? No trouble, I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives? He's wanted for murder. He's going away for life. No trouble. Talk. The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath. What's so funny about that? He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. She points east. He's usually home in the evening. Thank you. He turns to you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony, see if he's home. I have a few questions about these apartments. Ask away, please. Do you know who lived in the foreclosed apartment? The hell am I supposed to know? The cleaning lady shrugs, her mouth puckered like a dried fig. Another nut job, I assume. Why is there a hole in the wall in the abandoned apartment? Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls. With how small these rooms are, wouldn't you want to break the wall down? That's true. Is one of the residents on vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing. People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone. They probably just moved or died, hopefully somewhere else. Who lives in apartment 10? No one lives there. It's been empty for months. But I talked to someone through the door. Impossible, the cleaning lady says, shaking her head. I would know if someone had moved in there. She pauses, eyeing the hallway. It was a ghost! Maybe it's one of those counterculture people again, breaking into our house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you? Sure, I'll go see what I can find. Take it on. Great, young people. They're worse than rats, you know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans. Don't worry, I picked them up. I'm a wannabe hobo cop. Who lives behind the padlocked door? Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar. Suddenly the old lady's face is beaming. Oh, yeah, you're a communist. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study astrology. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall. You mean the stars and antlers? I think that's a symbol of communism. The symbol of what now? Communism. You know, like in the World Revolution. You know, the ones who support the working class against capital. It's an ideology. It has some noble aims, but it also has been used to justify terrible bloodshed. It's for loons who have no idea how economy works. I love the repeated ragging on communists not understanding how the economy works. It's so great. I love it every single time it comes up. It's like you commies don't understand how the economy works. It's a symbol for contributing to the demise of our noble state in the name of some made-up word equality. Let's go with number 3. The cleaning lady shrugs and returns to sweeping. The clash of ideas and atrocities are as far from her world as fairies and wizards. What can you tell me about Cindy? The artist? She scoffs. Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them still. She leans on a broom. She leaves an old lady to her business, more than I can say for the others. Thanks. I just missed my mouth and spilt tea on myself. I didn't have to tell you guys that. I could have just kept that to myself, but no, I just missed my mouth and spilt tea on myself. Just a little drop. But yeah, that just happened. Thanks, I'm off. You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. This apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in here? Excuse me? Of course not, says the locked door. You have plenty of reason to enter. I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in. Then open the door so I can verify your identity. Are you cooking morphine? Fuck it, let's go with that. Oh, come on, there's a pause where you hear the door being unlocked. Well, that was easy. That was smart, the lieutenant says, nodding toward the unlocked door. Was it? I'm a cop. Hold on, let me look in your cabinet first. Alright. 1 to indirect modes of taxation. What? What do you mean +1 to indirect modes of taxation? What do you mean? What? Do we just get a thought from this? What? Damn, these are some comfortable boots, let me tell you. Or shoes. Composure, savoir-faire. Alright, so does this give us a bonus if we have indirect modes of taxation unlocked? Alright, chat. I think we need to get indirect modes of taxation now. What do you think? I want to see what I want to see what this does. First, if you have a side bitch ideology cooking somewhere, don't sweat it. Fighting indirect taxation for the Gossamer state is compatible with all creeds. It's cool like that. You're a cool anarchist now, unless you don't want to be an anarchist. Whatever. Stuff this meal ticket in your eye socket and let's see if we can steal some love back from the robber barons at the customs agency and the banditos at the Insulindian Financial Oversight and Competition Committee. It gives plus 1 point to unlocking the thought, no bonus to it. Really? Really? Aw, that sucks. Alright, I will trust you, chat. I will trust you. Looks like a fine mattress. Don't be ridiculous. You can hear it swarming with bugs. A blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it. Liberal bullshit? You could say that about anything. Anything can be reduced to liberal bullshit. You can dismiss anything with just by saying it's liberal bullshit. Even if it's right-wing ideology, it's liberal bullshit, and the right-wingers will be, wait, is it? Shit. Hold on. Liberal bullshit. It's like dismissing any anime thing as Pokemon. It just works. Okay, you do not look like I was expecting you to look like. +3 to morale. Oh, nice. Real estate agent. Whoa. Satisfied? My name is Mariel Charp. Charpentier? Mario? And I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The key, see? She jingles a set of keys in her hand. Her voice is really cheerful despite her obviously hating you. Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too? She fumbles through her purse, fishing out a light paper-clad passport. Inspect the passport. It feels flimsy in hand with the words Revachol Special Administrative Region written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details. I've played enough papers, please. To know. Nice haircut. Hand back the passport. Thank you. She slips the passport back in her purse. Do you have any questions? Do I need to be back in Midtown in an hour? What are you doing here? She sighs and looks around. I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place. Sounds like they knew how to have a good time. Reprehensible. Who lived here? I fucked shit up too. Reprehensible. It was some kind of moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You think they'd make rent? She stops, hesitating. Alright, Kim, this might have been us. But that was months ago. And we're free. Was there anything? Well, yeah, we wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry. Isn't it a bit late to be working? It is. She breathes in and out to the count of 3. It looks like some special stress release technique before she continues. Everyone says that real estate agents don't do anything, but here I am in the middle of the night cleaning up someone's crash pad. So the sooner we get this over with, the better. She means you. Time for the next question. Who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway? Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but all the shit we stole from the fridge. And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen, but Ron, when he came to close the door, it didn't close the neighboring door, and there's a hole in the wall. A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? She spreads her hands, and then the tenant ran off with the stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that, she snaps her fingers. The sum must have been puny. Oh, it irks her. The incompetence. My money has also disappeared, I think. It couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby. Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it. These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a $1,000,000 view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life spark, and they're affordable. I mean, they're tiny. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards. And there's gonna be a new stadium that's really gonna attract jobs to the city. The radio compute wizards are I think that's a mistake, right? Are invested with magical economical powers. How many sticks do you now? 30? So wait, what happened to the wall? Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both. She's still shaking her head. Her head, manicured hands now crossed over her chest. That's all, thank you. Of course, she replies with a smile, but her eyes remain glazed over. She's been waiting for you to leave. Okay, this was weird. Oh, we have to report back to the cleaning lady. Alright, okay, maybe this isn't over. That was kind of weird.
Give me a moment.
The cleaning lady still seems to be having difficulty breathing. I better get some, Werther's Original for helping you out with this. I didn't find any counterculture people in apartment 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up the room for new tenants. Oh, 10 experience. Nice. I see. She takes out her handkerchief and wipes her nose. Hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. Yes, radio computer wizards are coming. They're going to save the place and the economy. No one is coming. There will be nothing but squalor unless we start killing real estate agents. Yeah, fuck real estate agents, right? Lax women and sexual deviants. That's who will come. Spit. I'm sure everything will be fine. This apartment building needs slow change. Imperceptibly slow. Oh, I do like wizards, she agrees wholeheartedly. And people like that in general. They have a lot to tell us about our fates. She means clairvoyance. Danny. Alright, so if I leave here, will I be able to come back in through this door now? Or were those original thing in Canada? I thought it was a German thing. I'm not sure. I don't know if I've seen them in Canada. I've seen them in Britain, and it's an old person treat in my experience. And when I was a kid, I had them. I didn't like them. Kelvin used 50 bits to say, "These shoes were made for Taxon." Thank you, Kidion, for the 713 sub. Quite far into the game. How are you liking it? Am I really quite far into the game? Oh, am I really? Thank you for telling me. Really? I'm so relieved. I hope so. I feel like I'm not even a quarter of the way done. What are we wearing? When did I put that on? Fuck it. We'll just keep it on. I'm enjoying this game quite a bit. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's my new game of the year for 2019. Fuck you, Sekiro. Baba is you. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I'm really enjoying it. I'm very impressed. You've got one bullet. Yeah, but we don't have a gun. I'm surprised that matters. I mean, how many games have you played in 2020? It's probably your 2020 game of the year right now. Yeah, in 2020, I've played this. I've played... Oh, I can't tell you about that. Whoops. I played some Mario games for Finn. He wants me to beat levels for him. Hades, I think, counts. Doesn't Hades count? And Monster Girl Quest. No, but close. Shit. That I shouldn't have said that. And I played some Slay the Spire, or as Finn says, Slay the Spider. Ruination has come. The broken arches betrayed the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened. The monster part, not the porn part. Jesus Christ, you guys. And nothing in VR. I haven't even used the VR headset until like I used it a couple days after we got it to do the Valve thing, and that's it. I haven't used it again since then. Ruination has come. The broken arches betrayed the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened. Form a guess about how it happened. A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline, fired from the water. A straight shot from Revachol. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed, and they had a direct firing line. Take in the ocean. The waves of the Martinez Inlet roll over the fallen remains of the building. The dark waters obscure the better part of the remains. What didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't used as scrap was thrown into the ocean. Look at the ruins in the water. Those arches acted as support for something greater than what you see now. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt. Who did this damage? A fleet, the combined armies of Occident and Grad, with was it Meska? It was Meska, right? Meska volunteers, a 5-nation army, hundreds of vessels. They massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful, the ships not only required gyroscopic stabilization, they were anchored into the ocean floor as well. Oh man, that's badass. Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water. Far in the northeast, cannons still ready to placate Revachol. Coalition warship Archer can shoot 50 shells a minute on 20 co-aligned arches. They will reach the city in 58 seconds. Hey Kim, do you know who shelled our city? Our city, the Coalition, says the lieutenant. But that was a long time ago. I think we should move on. It's chilly up here. He does not like talking politics of this kind. Time to go. Finish thought, finish game.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves, but here you are.
That's right, we've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutation.
She crosses her arms. I'm a witcher. That looks neat. The lock is rusty, you can't get in. The chair's new, someone lives back here. A Above, tarps flap in the wind, forgotten hammers and nails rust. Hundred tiny feet scurrying beneath the grate, the rats of the city. Someone's been sleeping here recently. It's probably us. Cindy? Enough coal to last for several winters. Smells of chemicals. I wonder if we could have slept here. If is that like a cat drawn on the pillow? Looks like it, huh? Did you watch Witcher on Netflix? Yep. It was alright. Episode 1 and 2 are kind of weak, but after that it gets better. Wait, are these jeans like cut off at the legs? Are these hot pants? These Daisy Dukes? Oh, please. Oh, please. Please, 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 please. Aw, they're not. Okay, so this gives us better electrochemistry but lower reaction speed. This gives us less savoir-faire but more electrochemistry. I wish that the electrochemistry was at the top on both of them so I could see it better at a glance. Alright, so do we want one less savoir-faire or do we want one less reaction speed? Has he played Planescape Torment? Yes, I have. Yep. A long, long time ago. Oh, wow. That actually worked. Holy shit. Okay, can we do that on the door outside? No. Check description of hot pants. Okay, 1 second. Although these jeans look worn, the wearer must have had an ass given to them by the mighty Lord himself. That beautiful peach-shaped man-ass has imprinted itself so deep in the fabric, you can't but wonder if wearing them would start molding your own vague rear side into a more shapely form as well. Oh, nice. Henry Cavill's jeans. Did we read any of these? I think we read that one. This classic double-breasted coat suits everyone, including you, and if you ever find yourself battling winds at the helm of a ship, then the coat's heavy fabric has got your back, even if moths have left a few holes in it. These pear and Ingersoll shoes have no lacing, but a strap and a buckle. Due to their elegant and affluent design, they have been described as the most advanced dress shoe, so advanced, in fact, that walking through slush and mud does not leave a single trace on them. Oh, man. Nice. Affluent moneymaker man. Police cloak made from heavy tarpaulin. It would be nigh wind and waterproof if there weren't 3 bullet holes scattered on the surface. The signature white rectangle of the RCM covers the garment back. Interesting. Okay, so is this all that's in here? There's nothing else in here? I was expecting there to be a path to go into the other apartments. Maybe I'm just being blind and I missed one somewhere. It looks like there should be more to this room. It was like a secret switch or something. Let's go talk to Cindy. Thank you, Anoctium, for the 100 bits. It's okay to admit you played Nekopara. Nekopara is a series of adult visual novels developed by NecoWorks and published by Why are you guys spamming Ayaya for? What the fuck is this shit going on right now? Chat, can you behave yourselves? No spamming. What the hell? Wow. Alright, anyone who's new to the stream, I'm sorry that my chat is misbehaving so much right now. Like, I don't know what the hell that's all about. What's wrong with you guys? Series of adult visual novels developed by NecoWorks and published by Sekai Project. Alright, it's a cat girl game. Alright, so there's like a blonde, green-eyed cat girl that's making the I'm hungry face. The Ahego? Yeah. A Hoagie? Amazing bluff, sire. Chat, am I being blind? Am I missing something up here? I was expecting this to like take us to a different part of the apartment. The curtains shift just a little. Someone's watching from within. Hey, do you sleep in the coal room?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Is that bed in the coal room yours? Oh, not only have you found my address, you discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner. She does have the eyes that seem to be smeared with coal. Really? You're a miner? Don't you have a real home? It's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to do. Don't you have a real home? Does anyone in a city like this? She replies wistfully, looking around. If there's pain about any particular home she's lost, she's buried it deep, fortified herself against it. Really? You're a miner? Yes, I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens. It's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to do. It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. She looks at the paint dripping down the wall. Like me, right now, I'm doing nothing at all. Conceptualization. The inspiration will come to her once hell is set loose on the streets. It's too calm right now. Cool, I have other questions. Oh, damn, is that foreshadowing? Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it? I like Cindy. Okay, so I guess this isn't it. Maybe there's a different way to get up top. Next, Joe can play a Toho. No, I'm really not into feet. Sorry. Like the feet people are close to the lolly people for me. It's kind of weird. I mean, I guess it's acceptable, but no, I'm not really into that stuff. Sorry. Okay, so I feel like I'm missing. Oh, it's right here. I just missed this when we came in. All right, cool. The breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. You hear distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. Like, is this really necessary? Just a door, nothing for you here right now. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. Oh, nice, a cactus. Will you release the Witcher Opus in parts? If I have to, yeah. This is the door to apartment 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives here isn't home. This is the door to apartment 30. Voices from within singing along to some buoyant dance track. Like, what if The Witcher one part all by itself was like 4 hours long? That'd be crazy. We wouldn't do that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Unless, hey, smoker guy, this door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28, this is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives. Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door. Knock. No one answers. Looks like the young man we're looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. He looks around, taking in the cold spring air. I mean, what is it right now? Night? We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 o'clock? Sounds good. What do you mean? The smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right? He might know something about the murder. So tomorrow at 9 p.m. Suddenly he's a little worried about your memory. Don't worry, it's mostly all still here. You can remember this. Things, you got this. Sounds good. Tomorrow 9, right here, apartment 28. He writes it down into his little notebook. Good, let's go. Damn, turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry, you'll get him. Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today. Knock. No one answers. Knock. Knock. No, we're getting in. If I keep knocking, he's gonna answer eventually. 28 is the amount of times you have to knock. Just as Kojima intended. Why is this door white? Okay, so I think we're done in here, right? So, should we take Kim home and then go see Joyce? Also, how close are we getting from Lonesome Long Way From Home? Uh-oh. It's a while yet. Been rewatching Subnautica. Heard you mention you'd rather take on bigger projects than smaller ones. It's difficult to know what's the best use of your time with YouTube. It feels better to do shorter videos because it's like, oh, you're getting content out faster. People seem to be happier in general. There's never any of these messages that you get just like, oh, your channel's dead. What's taking so long? Blah 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 blah. You know. And then when you do put a video up, it's like, oh, welcome back. You know. It feels good on short term, but like the long videos just do way better over time. Okay, so let's go take Kim home and then we'll go talk to Joyce by ourselves. Is that a pinball machine?
Can I help you?
Can I help you? He arches an eyebrow. I wonder if we should have had a drink. About my bill for tonight. Got the 20 real. Yeah, we have the 20 real. Good, you got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow. It seems pretty expensive to me. You know, there might be other places to sleep on this coast. You'll find one eventually. Goodbye. All right, Kim, go to bed. Kim, can I make you leave?
Yes?
Inland Empire. We haven't done this. See you in the morning. All right. Oh, he's gone. All right. Yeah. See you in the morning. You're being Yusuke, bro. Bye. Yeah. Totally going to my... Kim's a fucking wizard. Alright, not fucking with Kim anymore. Not fucking with Kim anymore. Not fucking with Kim anymore. Alright, can we fix the sink? Pull on the fan. Pull on the light bulb. Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. Alright, so we need interfacing and electrochemistry. Should we get interfacing up? Is interfacing good? I feel like there've been a couple of interfacing checks, haven't there? Should we get interfacing up and try it again? Let's get interfacing up. Okay, so we need to have the chain cutters in our hand. 28%. 28%. Nope. Oh, wait. Could we have put better gloves on for that? Ah, shit. Oh, we just rumbled ourselves. Self-rumbled. Someone's mad at me. Someone's so mad at me. Someone's so mad at me. It might reset the check. Really? Nope. Someone's so mad at me. Are there any other interfacing checks that we could be doing now that we've leveled it up? Interfacing punch clock payphone. What? Where's that? Knick-knack stand. Is that stealing something? Mirror. My mouse wheel is broken. Map wall. Interface. That's stealing something too, right? From A to Zreek, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo. Doesn't feel the same without Kim, does it? Bit empty.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
She pats her wet raincoat. Not that kind of fragile. I could use a coat like that. The rain is freezing. Neither do I. Pat your similarly wet Coke. Coke. I'm not even drinking Coke. I could use a coat like that. The rain is freezing. Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic. Repels water almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. Very sturdy. Okay, so I have some more questions about reality. Did we do... Okay, what else? Reality. Alright. More lessons in basic reality. She's positively surprised. My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. Now that we're alone, what is pale? Are you so are you sure you're sure? Your colleagues seem adamant. Yes, what is the pale? Okay, she concedes. The pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, detective. The separative tissue between the isolas. It is the inter-isolary mass. That was hard to say. Wait, what is an isola? Isola is a Messenian word for a continent of matter enveloped on all sides by the pale, also isolation or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7. Mundi, Seol, Samara, Illimara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insolend. And Insolend is an oceanic isola. It comprises mostly of water. Mundi is the largest, Katya the coldest, Insolend the bluest. What can I say? She stops. Each is perishing in deer. I really want to see what this world looks like. Okay, what is the pale like? Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness. The negation of being. The negation of... That's right, the negation of being. She tightens her hood around her neck. It's cold outside. Is it here? Look around. No, detective, we're safe. She points to sea. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You're in the middle of the isola. As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach. 6,000 kilometers from the end of the world? Yes, that is enough. Many cities are built much closer. And point north there. An uproar of matter, darling, rising into the pale, rolling, evaporating even, a great vision. The area of transition between the world and the pale is called porch collapse. Imagine a gray coronal mist, cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism, a mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. She closes her eyes and breathes out heavily. The most disco thing you will ever see. They're getting a lot of mileage out of the disco. It's a cool word, though, I gotta admit. What are its physical qualities? It's difficult to describe or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical... epistemological... Epistemological, there we go. Linguistic. The further into the pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension. Right down to the mathematical numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible. There's a slippery article in there. Is it the pale or pale? Pale when it's particular, this territory of pale, the pale when it's pale in its entirety. Once you've seen it, she tosses her head. Language balks at the difference. If we're surrounded by pale, how do you get from Isola to Isola? Oh, it is. Her lungs deflate, her words sound like a sigh. So difficult for us. A squall of birds, hardware operating in the harbor, firm, self-evident. It is possible to force dimensions on the pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the pale without getting lost or having our minds damaged. The pale can damage the mind extensively. How? Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others that pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. Did we get like dosed with some pale or some shit? Like, I feel like the world has gone crazy. But we're crazy even among the crazy. They call it the blend over the self. The pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past. Who says and who argues? Who says and who argues? The logical positivists say the dialectical materialistics argue. Dialectical materialists argue. Sorry, I said that wrong. What does this over radiation feel like? It feels terrible, absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilization travelers to 6 days of pale exposure per year. It's more for her, way more. You're not a civilian passenger? No, nameless detective of the Citizens Militia. I am a member of the Anthroponetic Business Class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of pale transit annually. Someone else you've met may have been exposed as well. The strange gray-haired woman in her lorry. Do lorry drivers pass the pale? Yes, carried in the hulls of airships, she nods. It's a horrific job. Automation will abolish it soon. You should ask the pale driver about this, see what she says. That's an interesting connection. That poor woman must have stories to tell like you wouldn't imagine. Are you over-radiated? Up to my gills, officer. What is entroponetic? Entroponetics, she corrects, is the scientific study of the pale, or a recent iteration of it by the way of grad. The study of the pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Kardashians called it the Western Plain. They had not traveled the entire circumference of the Carnassian Superisola. It was not merely in the west, it was everywhere, even then surrounding them. Did they cross it, the Western Plain? There are signs of preter-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years. What has entroponetics changed then? Nothing. We remain powerless before the pale. The only real advance in pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later. Aerostatic craft. Hybrid airships, detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines are no longer at velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended. Once you've crossed from near pale to far pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end if we throw them precisely. If we do not, then they don't. Interesting. Gone, like a skipping stone beneath the surface. How much pale is there compared to the world? The pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping. Slipping how? To our detriment, or... What do you think, detective? She looks you in the eye. It's shrinking. There is more and more of the world. It's growing. There is more and more of the pale. Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. Our intuitive conclusion is that development is that one day the pale will cover everything, but this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists and communists. It's not extreme at all, it's going to happen. Cover everything? That can't be. Where would we go? It's not extreme at all, it's going to happen. Damn, it's like climate change. Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. Yeah, okay, I suggest you do the same. Off we go. You see the hanged man's mouth opened. Off we go into the wild pale yonder. One and all, she closes her eyes. They say pale is death, but for the universe. I feel like Joyce likes us. Let's return to the reality, please. Yes, sweet reality. She stomps her foot. But before we do, tell me, detective, is this the first time you hear this? Do you really not remember anything? Nothing, just alcohol fumes and blackout. I sometimes sense vague shadows of the past, but it's not good. I'm getting a sense of who I am, but no, I didn't know this. I'm gonna guess number 3, 2 or 3. 3. Beyond curious, tell me, what do you think of the Pale? It's terrifying. You were right. It's disco. It will end all life. That we continue to persist at all is a testament to our faith in one another. Its advance can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism. A powerful anti-communist force. Perhaps too powerful, but still, they have it coming. I'm worried. I have to say, it doesn't sound very liberal to me. I don't know how you've all survived with it. It's a huge accomplishment. Who am I to think anything of it at all? 2 or 8, I think. Let's go disco. Her eyes tense. Crow's feet radiate from them. She observes you, your bloodshot eyes and swollen face. You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, detective. If you don't know even this, then she stops mid-sentence. I'll handle it. It's under control. This investigation will be my masterpiece. The one they will remember me by, I promise. I'm in serious trouble here. It'll be a fucking disaster, I know it. All those people will die. 2 is pretty art cop, right? But 3 is more serious. I like the serious options. But 2 is really art cop. Let's go art cop. I hope so, I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile, some of that assurance is meant for herself as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here. You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time. She gives you a slight bow. What times are these? These are unimportant times, detective. She puts her finger to her lips, then points at you. You and I were born after the dust had settled, 1,000th of a second too late. Too late for what? For the big time. Her eyes light up. There's a flash of teeth. What's the big time? The revolution, she says. Ha! And what is this revolution I keep hearing about? It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next. Who gets shot in the head and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle. Who got shot in the head? Those would be the communists, generally speaking. 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. What? But the communists, they all got shot in the head. Wow, the communists were in charge and they blew it? Damn, who saw that coming? She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration. Oh, and the anarchists, too. They shot them as well. So well one forgets they even existed. Challenging success. She likes the totality of it. You could say they got totally shot in the head. Indeed, they piled them in mass graves in ozone, and well, that's the last anyone heard of those people. Did the communists and the anarchists shoot back? Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people. Truly a kerfuffle. That's a tragedy. Sounds like they should have shot more people in the head then. Truly a kerfuffle, yes. The Insulidian deluge, or deluge, they call it. I had a deluge too in my head. Point to your little head. Yes, an acute thiamine deficiency can be exacerbated by alcoholism. She blinks her green eyes. Exacerbated means made worse. Wow, you really think that little of us, Joyce? Damn, I haven't read you right at all. Anyone else get shot in the head on the opposing side? Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head. Or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious, she shakes her head. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king, just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad. Smart king, cowardly king. I love that king. Fucking communists. I don't care about kings. Tell me one more thing. Smart king, cowardly king, smart king. Yes, King Guillaume had a nose for bad PR. He ran before it. What is the expression? Went down. Anyway, Gil got out alive and his nephew Frizzle got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time. Who got the mineral rights? The liberals got the mineral rights. She looks up to the sky, then inland at the crumbling city, and by mineral rights, I mean everything. Okay, but by liberals, you mean... What? The liberals weren't communists? Wow, what posers. Liberals are usually middle-class people, detective, or the remaining gentry, the beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy, big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well. How did the liberals win at all? They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember? She's one of them, of course. If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to? To foreign intervention, the coalition. These people really took the mineral rights. Wait, you just said the liberals already took everything. The Liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The Coalition took the ground. She stomps her rubber-booted foot. The ocean, the laws, and the people. Who are the Coalition? The Coalition of Nations. Grad, Mesca, Vesper. I like the word Vesper. Messina, Orange Juice, and Sur La Clef, the armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do. There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause. Moralist. The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their special administrative region. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist. The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of the Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of the gray sky. Unofficial, for a moment there was hope. I don't think I'm a moralist, ma'am. Not just technically, practically. For a moment there was hope. If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything... yeah, that's us. An almost endearingly moral... And almost endearingly moral standpoint she bows. I think that's a mistake. It should be Anne, right? It must be hard to take a moderate approach to head shooting in your line of work. When was this kerfuffle? The turn of the century revolution? She smiles mischievously. Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Grad Isola, though by the end nearly the whole world had gotten involved. Who started it? It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Sarath, a particularly virulent prion disease, right? Not prion, maybe it's prion disease, like Scion, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government. What did this Sarath do? It made people overthrow their governments. Wow, really? Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark. It was a funny time in history. They discovered transistors and rock music, but they didn't know anything about prions. Prions? Chat seems split. Prions? Nobody did. Where did it spread from there? From Revachol to Grad? Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the revolution commune 2 years later. It was the end. What came next? Why, you and I, officer. She spreads her arms, raincoat flapping in the wind. Our lives in the special administrative region. Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie, a pair of pants. Hey, I have 100 real from a capitalist god ghost in a fucking shipping container. Our lives are very different from each other. What is the special administrative region? Lives are very different, no doubt, but we share the same time position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think. A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations, and you, of course, the citizens' militia. The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of a reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage. The special administrative region is the third incarnation. Revachol. Did I read this wrong? No, it's fine. After the failure of the suzerain and the commune, what happened to the rest of the world? Or in the rest of the world? Modern ANeDe. They developed the marvels of inter-isolary communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the fifth decade. 51 minus 8 equals 43. Wait, you're saying it's been like this for 43 years? Time flies when you're having fun. What have we been doing all that time? The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell. And after that, the 30s, things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven. With the international community's blessing, for the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere. All that untaxed income must have fueled the new. And that could only mean one thing. That's when they discovered disco. Yes, and quantitative easing. It was a market mirage, unfortunately. The 40s dispelled it. An Isolore-wide hangover, you might say. So here we are. She curtsies. Damn! Holy shit, welcome to reality, baby. From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the special administrative region. You can see it in her eyes, days slipping away. You don't seem to be thrilled. It's like she's working on a Witcher video. I've no right to be dissatisfied, she shakes her head. This shirt is Barbara Moskova. This raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just, she looks at the crumbling tenements, paint flecking from the stone. I'm fragile. Her voice is almost wistful. We could have had so much more, every one of us, if only we'd played it right. Goddamn communists. What would you have done differently? Good question. She cranes her neck. What would you have done differently? I asked you. Who are you in all of this? I would have sought a medical solution. Sounds like Sarath drove those people mad. I would have killed more, 400 million, if that's what it took. I would have made off with the mineral rights. I don't know. Let's go with the medical one. So, a quarter of humanity, she calculates, simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlife with the technology 50 years ago? I don't know, like a skill check or something, conceptualization. With some hygiene, modest social care, and perhaps a little research program. Liquidate the rabid, prion-infested dogs who want to kill everyone with cleansing artillery fire. With privatized healthcare and a work ethic that does not turn your brain to... Oh, shit. Let's go 1. Good hygiene, really? A very moderate solution to an extreme problem. It's those sort of half measures that doomed the authorities in Grad. When they failed to step up, Mazzo and his party stepped in. In this particular case, maybe a more robust state response might have been appropriate. That's enough about the time. What have you done problem? Okay, I asked you. And I asked you, past list detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute and encephalopathy, blah, 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 given to you? Shit, man. Can you explore all these options? Privatize healthcare. A poor remedy for prion disease, she says. That was the attitude of most of the more moderate Indo tribes, particularly those who supported the king. Okay, and then I asked, okay, made off with the mineral rights. You and everyone else, but that's got nothing to do with preventing the revolution. Oh, well, what was, I guess. That's enough about the times. They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet to come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know? Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer. Oh man, this just keeps going, huh? I want to know who you are. She hums. She won't maneuver her way out of this one. What are you? I am the vilest of the vile, she says with a sudden flash of teeth. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants. Oh, you're a communist. I am an ultra. Wait, what's an ultra? Dios mio, draw a cross. A liberal... Cool, I liberate pretty hard myself. I don't understand what's so vile about that. Let's go 2. Yes, she nods slowly. I am the nether creature of the forbidden swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists. I can see you thought our kind were all extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as this anymore. Not in broad daylight. She looks into your eye. I can see we're not so different, you know. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening? In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride. You're a monster. I forgive you. I forgive you, but only because you're charming. I don't care. I don't think she's a monster. Kind of want to flirt with Joyce a little bit. I don't care. Are all of these, like, serious? Is it calling her a monster? Is that sarcasm? Eduel, she pronounces who being of great charm and guile sneaketh into the homes of the godly. The dialect is ubisunt. You recognize the quote from somewhere, a play written way back in the Franco-Nigerian century, and persuades them to addict themselves and... what? Okay. Maybe you remember more than you let on. She gives you a coy little smile, despite whatever brain damage the alcohol may have inflicted. Vile duel. Shake your head. Probably devil, right? I hope we are able to continue as friends despite my scaly bulk and my intimidating liberal credentials. This was not the plan all along. When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. She turns her gaze to the Delta. This was all our last generation managed. Would you have done something differently? With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez A monument to the efficacy of its artillery. I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the coalition, not here in Martinez, and not in the Stellar Maurice or Delta beachheads either, if not for my own sake, then for my daughter's sake. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it. Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes, an oil fire from the ocean. An oil fire in the ocean. You're a smart woman. You're a patriot. You have daughters? Conclude, you're a patriot. Yes, I suppose I am, but I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here. You're a smart woman, perhaps. Her earrings chime as she nods. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing. You're no dummy yourself. So am I. No, or intellectual vanity will be my undoing. So am I. A smart boy getting smarter, one basic term of reality at a time. Can I go through it again and do the other one? The crown on your head as you lay in, and the crown on your head as you lay in the casket. That's a cool line. You have daughters? Conclude. Yes, whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. She closes her eyes, then reopens them again. Now, shall we return to reality? Sure. What is this acute encephalopathy? I can't say that word. Encephalopathy. Encephalopathy, 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 incel, Mario. It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. What's the meme that someone made last time? There we go. Let's just keep this on the screen for the rest of the conversation. It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out. She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective. Encephalopathy? T? Not thee? That... Really? That doesn't seem right to me. But who the fuck am I to say? In case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio. I know you've got a lot writing on me. I won't let you down. What causes encephalopathy? That's it, right? Encephalopathy, right? I'm saying it right. Encephalopathy. Isn't Joe a writer? I am a writer, but like I don't read aloud all that often. So there's like tons and tons. This I've never encountered this word before. So like yeah, and I have like this bastard pronunciation and accent of being like pulled between two different countries for too much of my life. And in Britain, you know, being raised in Wales with one half of the family being Welsh who can't speak English, the other half being fucking Scottish who can speak even less English, you know. In case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio. I know you've got a lot writing on me. I won't let you down. What causes encephalopathy? Got it. What causes it? It's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use. Oh, it's probably from surgery. That seems unlikely. Let's go through it and say... Definitely the drinking. She nods slowly. What was the RCM again? Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol detective. You said de facto? Okay, we did this before, right? Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are to me is the police, the only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol. And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I am here to help. She bows and smiles. What is this? Spread your hands. A bird? She tilts her head. A sphenicid? Sphenicid, a flightless bird of the polar regions. Is this like, are we trying to tell her we're a fuck up or two? Keep guessing. Some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. Joyce raises her eyebrows. You're an ancient ruin, a symbol of hubris and decay, half submerged in some salty sea. Are you saying I'm ruined? Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games. I meant, what is this place here? Ah, she spreads her arms almost as wide. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two. She looks around. What is Rue de Saint blah 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 blah? Pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see, and new buildings bâtiments after les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. She looks at the crumbling facade. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall, a real high-rise by the standards of the last century, built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay and the delta. That was before the war, of course. Who lived in them? Mostly the urban middle class. I believe this was once primo real estate before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off. Splat splat from a dilapidated balcony. Splat splat from a dilapidated balcony. Cindy the Skull gives Joyce the evil eye, her red paintbrush held to her throat. Oh, she found another paintbrush? You could be wrong, but from here it appears as if she's running the brush across her throat in a sawing motion. Wonderful. Damn, I think she likes you, Joyce. What is that? Point to Cindy the skull. The girl in the old lady rags? No, I meant something basic about reality. Yes. Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture. Infraculture? Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common. The herd, the music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant. Those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There's no refuge from the supraculture. So she's a hipster. Okay, now explain the same thing, but to a child. I understand everything. Make it more complicated somehow. I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. This is true. She pauses to take a long, leisurely sip of tea. All right, what next? Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the superculture. I think I may be part of an infraculture. Her eyes go round with surprise. And what would that be? Cop. Disco. I don't know. I just feel it. Disco. Ha, I can see that. Yes, I dabbled in those dark arts myself not so long ago. She smiles enigmatically. I assure you, it was a thoroughly supracultural phenomenon. All permeating, downright mandatory. Nothing infra about disco, baby. Your disco? Those days are long behind me. She looks inland with sarcastic wistfulness. And even in the early 30s, I would say I was more of a new girl. Disco was a minor but still enjoyable facet of the whole thing for me. The new? The new, a cultural era. In the name of the decade, it ravished the 30s. It came out of the post-revolutionary revival. It was ultra-liberal. It involved lots of partying, as you might imagine, and champagne-colored everything. By the looks of it, that would have been when you came of age. Now, she raises her eyebrow at you. Sounds fun. I can't remember a single thing. Champagne, that doesn't sound like anything I'd be into. I'm straight edge. Got it. Let's take it back to Reality Central for the next one. Sounds fun. Can't remember a single thing. Wasn't it Guillaume Lamillion who said, if you can remember the new, you weren't there? Wait, Guillaume Lamillion? I was just thinking about that guy. Whatever happened to him? Yes, she looks hesitant. This is not very central to reality, is it? I still want to know. I can't be 100% sure, but I believe he died due to complications from venereal disease. Oh, maybe it was us. Which one? All of them. Are you sure you didn't die of autoerotic asphyxiation? You can't get a venereal disease from that, can you? So you're saying he didn't vanish in a puff of stardust, conclude? I'm afraid no, but then again, one can't be entirely sure. It's all part of his mystique. Ask someone else and you may get a more champagne-colored take. Alright. That's all for now. Glad to have been assistance. The little that I know. Anything else? Alright, so we can tell her what we're doing with Everard, maybe, right? We told her about the gun already. Alright, I think we're done. Alright, so that took, what? 30 minutes? 40 minutes? Holy shit. Alright, so we leveled up, twice. We have 2 levels. Long way from home. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. All right, so we have two saved recently. Didn't it just autosave? I can save again just in case. All right, so we can level up interfacing and try to fix the bathtub again, the sink again. We can level up conceptualization and see if we need it later. Persona 3 Festival when? Huh? Parker Starfish used 50 bits to say Amio did this with a link. I can't see the link on this computer. Can you link it again, Parker Starfish? If it's fan art that I missed, I'll put it on the screen. What? Oh, all right. Prepare to cringe. Prepare to cringe. This is the best cringe you're gonna have all day. There's the best cringe you're gonna have all day. I love my super slithering senpai. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank you, Lobster Persona, for 50 bits. Wait, so in this timeline, Margaret Thatcher is a port-side historian. She is kind of Margaret Thatcher, isn't it? Is this your design? I had nothing to do with this apart from cringy inspiration. I didn't know about this. It's all Amio. I don't even know what to say, Amio. I don't even know what to say. I hope you all enjoyed the cringe. Oh, Puss in Boots has dad joke book read aloud. All right, Puss in Boots. Sorry that I didn't see it. Where's my dad joke book? Okay, this dad joke book's pretty bad. It's hard to find a good page. No, I don't like this dad joke book. Where's the other one? Where is the other one? Did you read the calendar today? No, we'll do that afterwards. I forgot to do it. I think I want to quit my job. I'd rather clean mirrors for a living. It's just something I can see myself doing. I was a doctor for a while, but then I quit. Not enough patience. Did you hear about the two podiatrists who opened their office on the same street? They were arch enemies. Okay, I just said it wrong. Why did the clown wear loud socks? So his feet wouldn't fall asleep. Fucking hell. The lady helping me at the bank has a big stain on her shirt. Should I tell her? That was the dad joke book. Podiatrist, thank you. And here are the dad joke calendar ones. All right. When was the last time we did it? We did Thursday, right? I have a friend who is obsessed with monorails. She really has a one-track mind. That's the last one we did, right? Yeah. All right. So here we go. Dad, will you be coming to the baby shower? I prefer a full-size shower, thanks. It was easy for me to master Braille once I got a feel for it. What's the hardest thing about learning to ride a bicycle? The road. And today's, I changed my iPod name to Titanic. It's sinking now. Wow, what a fucking boomer joke. What a boomer joke. Boomer joke. These are fucking terrible. That's the whole point. Too many cooks. Can you imagine naming your iPod? Wow. Okay, so I think we have some time to kill before we have to go to sleep. So maybe we can go talk to one of the lorry drivers. Maybe the old lady about the pail. We investigated this, right? Yeah, we did. What's the current objective of the game? I don't know. Disco Elysium is more of a subjective game.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
What are you hauling? Diamonds. Diamonds, really? Of course not, she says, grinning, but wouldn't it be marvelous if I was? Okay, but what are you really hauling? She shrugs. Whatever stupid things they put in a lorry, I imagine. So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry? I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. She smiles a careless smile. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean. What if the cargo is contraband? Then it's contraband, lawman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like bad hand Hermenegildo. Bad hand Hermenegildo's bad hand strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people really like strangling people. I still don't really understand this whole Boydero Gabriel Buengero thing. Of course not. I truly understand the Boydero. You need to listen to On the Western Plain. A Boydero, Boya for short, is a cowherder from upstream Magritte, the great steppes of northern Mesca. People like Manana at the gates have turned it into an ideology of sorts. Okay, what's that? It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boydero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain. I'm guessing that doesn't happen. Of course not. The Boydero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Magritte, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down. In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell as the screen fills with the maiden's imploring eyes. I think I see where this is going. So the Boydero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Magritte. Then he rides off because the Western Plain is calling to him. That's not where I thought that was going. You have to understand, a true Boydero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish, so she didn't know what it meant to love a Boydero. What if to truly love a Boydero is to float lifeless downstream? Before I came, you seemed away. What do you mean? You were in a dream, inactive, tuned off. Yes, what about it? What roots? Lomonosov's land, Uda China Zemla, the Western Plain. She nods and closes her eyes again, letting her mind submerge. The Transkatla Magistral U41A fucking hell. All the good ones, the deep trenches where the bluebirds fly. She opens her eyes again and shudders. I'm something of an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself. I think this is where having to read it out loud kind of hurts the experience a little bit. Because if I was just reading it, I would just read it, right? It would be like, okay, blah, 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 and on to the next one. So I think this is where reading out loud becomes a bad idea for the game. But maybe it's just me. She looks you over and scoffs. You're right, lawman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me. Is that all you woke me up to say? You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs. What do I need drugs for, lawman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary. No drugs can compare. The adversary? Yes, there is a protagonista. She gestures to the intersection. And an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hall. The Pale sounds like the drug to me. Because of all those halls through the Pale, she glares at you. Oh, this Zarif is a smart one. Zarif? She doesn't actually think you're that smart. Maybe if she thought you're corrupt. Everett sent me. Place a finger on the side of your nose and tap twice. What is it you're hauling exactly? Sure, let's go with that one. Who the fuck is Everett? The union boss? Ah, and what do I care about the union boss? He's not Gabriel. He's not Franco Negro, and he's not even Hermine Gildo the Hand. Okay, let me put this another way. Are you smuggling drugs to Terminal B? Her shoulder bones crack as she shrugs. Maybe, probably not. Makes a difference to me either way. You said earlier you don't know what cargo you're hauling. Could it be drugs? It's drugs. It's drugs. Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Sara Marisa to Grad on the U41A. What do you think they take from Sara Marisa to Grad, lawman? Drugs? No, lawman. Diamonds, she grins. I didn't ask you about diamonds, did I? I don't care about that. If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here? Easy. It's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. This is true. She squints across the square. Also, he's the only one I can see from here. That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others. Didn't ask you about diamonds. Diamonds are good for you, lawman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Shores. Okay, if you're not involved with the drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting here? Where'd you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music or the seagulls, look at all the colors and the features of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back to where it will, to the Great Plains. Thank you for now. I'll leave. All right. Where's the poet guy? I feel like we should be able to get down here. Now the joke's over, I'll drop the facade. The shirt is fake. I faked it entirely with Photoshop and No. Wow. It couldn't be. Now you know about the Pale. The medicine book sold in the bookstore has a whole new meaning. I don't remember that one. Maybe I can go look at it. Oh shit, he's back alive. Let's go see. Is he gonna be pissed that we knocked him out, or will he respect us for it? Hello, new friend. Do not
presume this has drastically altered our race dynamic.
I knocked you out like a god of martial arts. True, I said nothing about our personal dynamic. That has altered, he adds, a little. Let's go after that funky race classification. Oh, he's just cool with it. Alright, nice. Alright. Okay, I don't want to go see Everett again without Kim. And I feel like we've exhausted everything that we can do around here. So I think we are done. I think we go to sleep now. Yeah, closed. I think we are done. Okay, should we go to sleep and get another thought while we're asleep, or is that not how it works? Steal boots without Kim? No, we don't steal. We're art cop. Art cop no steal. Art cop no steal. Wait. Wasn't there something about... I remember something about typing in a number with interfacing. Okay, so this one we haven't gotten yet. We need rhetoric or something, right? Volition. Excuse me. All right, do we want higher volition? And this one was for interfacing, right? Interfacing, challenging. Let your muscle memory dial run a number. 72%. Easy. Easiest check all day. Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005, that's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952, and a moment of hesitation before entering the final number is 993. Calling. Still calling, then. A crackle. Someone picks up. They say, Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10 millimeter film for home use. This is Lemmy. How may I help you? This is who we call? This is who we call all the time. The video of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows. What is this place? Video Evershell is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lemmy. No, I meant, what is this place to me? Do you know me? Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here. Do you know me? No. Why did I call you? Continue. Maybe you called to extend your rental period. Do you need to extend your rental period? My name is Harry Dubois. Do you have anything on my name? Let me fire up the machine. Keys are being pressed in the background. Dubois, Dubois. Here you are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Whoa. Not a fun film, that one. What kind of film is that? It's not an easy watch, he reads. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Zimsk immigrant Igdius Vojic tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia. No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine. The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone. That's who we called. That's who we called. That was in our muscle memory. Okay, do we want to level up Volition, chat? Hold yourself together. Keep your morale up. Oh. Okay, we leveled up our Volition. Alright, so right now we have a 83% chance. Okay. But we can probably level that up even higher, right? Volition. Nope. Alright then. Okay, there's no way we're losing an 83% chance. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer. Look at the note. It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everett's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everett's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All the items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled. Doesn't look too incriminating, but still feels like a find. Take another look at the note. Huh. All right, so we'll go and talk to Leo about that after we go to sleep. All right. Someone said if you get a book, you can read it. I think the bookstore is gonna be closed though. Who wants to go get a book at 1 a.m.? Oh, Volition leveled up our morale. Nice. Was there any other check that we had that needed Volition? Oh, Joyce. What Volition do we need for Joyce? I don't remember that. Do I have any items I can look at? I don't think so. I think we interacted with all these that we had. Man, I kind of want to play this game now. This game's pretty good. Nah, it's closed. Should read books at night. Yeah, I don't have a book, unfortunately. Unless one of these counts. Like, can we read the book A to whatever? Go to sleep. Alright, let's save it just in case. The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep. Here we are again, my broken bird.
Here we are again, my broken bird. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay always half aware of yourself.
Half light.
You're not cooperating, brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you? I'm sorry, cells. It's all me. It's my fault. It's all the system's fault. The system failed me. This body's worthless anyway. No one does anything nice to it. I'm sorry, cells.
Now,
sorry, Cop.
you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
These are These are just my desserts? Isn't it my just desserts? I will endure this pain with dignity. Fuck, wasn't this the express to fuck all borough? Wow, I just mashed those two lines together. I'm an artist and liver damage is my art. I think I need medical attention. Alright, I want to go with 1, but 3 is art cop.
Oh yeah, baby. Frame your suffering as a masterpiece. Only one problem. No one's watching. It's boring, buddy. Boring as death. You're just stuck here.
This is the best
in the
voice.
half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Just get me out of here then. Back to the other place. I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them. Human beings will always betray you.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Some of them are. Some of them are nice. Others are scared. Oh, nice. Good thing we leveled up Volition. At least they're interesting. Each one is a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves, a great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts. You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Put on your prettiest face for the masses. Open your eyes. Alright. Day 3. Probably been asked before, but will you make a new No Man's Sky video? Nope. Good morning. How's it going, Kim?
Yes?
Horse-faced woman. The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices
I
you.
would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Hold on, are you a cop with the RCM? I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry? Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to me?
Yes, I am.
I'm a cop too.
I know.
Here's the real deal.
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere, but if you had to guess, you would say the lieutenant is being sarcastic. I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry? My name is Harry Mason. I'm in downtown on
I'm
vacation.
definitely not the cavalry.
Is everything all right? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people. It's cool to see another cop. I thought Kim and I were the only ones. God, I don't know why. I'm just trying to do my best. I'm a deeply flawed individual, but I bring joy to the world. Let's just do this by the book, okay? Why not? I bring word of the end to come, number 1.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
She shakes her head and breathes out. Well, why didn't you want to talk to us then? Something changes in her. It's pity. Pity overcomes.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
Pity comes over her. What does one talk about with a fellow officer? So, what precinct are you from? What precinct? She just sighs. Am I from? God, he doesn't know. Fucking deranged lunatic, the sunglass wearing man pushes through his teeth. You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong. You're the police, right? Cool, so am I. I don't. She looks around. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, Judith. Wait, is he police? What are you the police doing? Are these like the only two normal people in the whole world who are just like looking at us and being like, what? Why is he dressed with a fucking RCM coat over his like fucking hooker club top with all the holes in it and a tie over that with this plastic bag full of plastic shit to take to the grocery store to get some money? Like what? Like, Kim, what the fuck is going on here? Wait, is he police? Me? No, I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside. Sunglasses and a fucking wig. Okay, what are you, the police, doing here? I'm just looking out for... You? No one. The man looks at her. I'm just a man with sunglasses and you are... Wait, are you trying to be undercover? Maybe you're just as fucking crazy as we are. A policewoman. Yes, her voice is quiet. A policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all. She says quietly and looks away. Okay, goodbye. What the fuck was this about?
Shit.
Your ruffled face reflects from the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
You look like shit, asshole.
Wow. You seem stable and in control. Allow me to say, alcohol really seems to have had a positive effect on you. Now, what do you want?
His tone is impatient. Hey, what? You're here? I was already here. You're the one encroaching on this investigation. There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar but different face. He might be wearing a disguise. Cool shades. Are you wearing a disguise? Yes, it's obvious of mine. He looks at you inquisitively. As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response, something to click. It's not happening though. Who is this guy? Kim, who is this guy? Kim. He shakes his head. I'm not getting involved in this. It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Ooh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder he just doesn't recognize them. Alright, let's put our esprit de corps fucking clothes on. Watch out for yourself, loser. That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling your station and reporting your badge missing? Wait, your voice, I recognize it. Oh, really? I wonder where. I lost my badge recently. When I called in to report it missing, you were there. That's the where you remember me from? Yes, I haven't seen you before. Maybe. I have a bit of a point to your head, memory trouble. You don't say. He turns away from you. Goodbye then. The thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole. Alright. Hold on. Let me change my clothes before we talk again. Gotta change my clothes. Alright. 1 second. We'll get to it. Oh no, that doesn't help us. Alright. Turns out we were already maxed out. Sorry, I didn't need to change my clothes for any reason.
This shit.
Alright. 58%. 58%. Alright. There's no way we're failing. There's no way we're failing. Oh, there's something that binds you to him. Some kind of outfit. Some kind of an outfit maybe. A uniform. A firefighter's uniform. An animal control uniform. A nurse's uniform. I understand the uniform is metaphorical. I'm actually seeing the working class, right? I want to say yes, I think. Level with me here for a second. Are you working class? Fucking politics again. You know what I'm more interested in? No. Yes. Me solving the case of the hanged man. You solving the case you're on. He takes a quick breath. I'm passionate about that, so maybe get to it. I got some questions for you. I'm a cop. About what? You don't look like a cop. He inspects you. You know what you look like? Like a prophet. Like a revolutionary. Like a sack of shit. Like a megastar. Like Guillaume Le Billion. I don't know. You tell me. Like a man down on his luck. I'm trying real hard here, man. Aw. Aw. That's sad. Let's go with that one. Oh, he seems taken aback for a moment. Well, go solve your case then. That would count as trying hard. Aw, yeah. Yeah, okay, should we level up and try again? Esprit de corps. That face one, the Zeke of this game is the most normal person, huh?
Again. I can't believe this shit.
72%. Oh! A firefighter's uniform, a nurse's uniform. Yes, nurses, why not? This is going to sound really weird, but are you by any chance, a male nurse? He's not a male nurse. I'm not going to ask that. Now we're asking that. We failed. We're going full spaghetti. Why, yes, his eyes peer over the sunglasses. Yes, I am a male nurse. How could you tell? I see into the ether. That's how I know things. Oh, really? Could you take a look at me? I've been through a lot lately. Oh, I wish I could. I wish I could. He spreads his arms and shrugs. Unfortunately, I'm a neck and chin nurse. What you need is a head nurse. Sorry, I couldn't help you out, buddy. That there is a form of severe sarcasm, and he's nor actually a nurse. You can sometimes be a real asshole, you know that? Surprisingly, the words don't seem to be directed at you. Now will you answer some questions for me? No, he says calmly. Then just keep staring at you. Why not? Because it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging? If you don't want to answer any questions, maybe you want to hear me say things. Actually, I don't want to hear you say things. Come on, Gene. Okay, say things. He adopts a lighter tone. I want to hear you say things. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head. Okay, I'm doing this investigation. A man is hanged. So do you know who hanged him? Not yet. Yeah, I can see that. Hey, why am I even telling you this? I don't know. Why are you? He gives you an odd look. Kim, you gonna help us out here, buddy? It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere. A custom even? Strange. Oh my god, there's more. He looks at you in disbelief. You want something more. What is it? Let's talk about the hangman again. Alright, see you later. Alright. Let's level it up again and see if we'll win this time. Alright, third time's a charm. 83%.
I believe this shit.
You're a fucking animal control uniform. Listen, don't make anything out of it. Do you work for animal control? But from his perspective, he's just like, I know what you are. I've seen through your disguise. It's a metaphor. No. Okay. You're a nurse. No. You're a cop. No. You're an animal control. No. Well, I answer I'm the most dangerous animal of them all. You, I'd say yes. I'm animal control. You think I'm dangerous? To yourself, yes, extremely. She sighs and looks at you with something akin to compassion in her eyes. Can we help you with something? No, I'll be back to fail again soon, though. I can't. Fucking hell, man. What the shit? Oh, shit.
Oh, hello, dear.
Can I help you?
I'm not reloading? No, I'm not reloading. No way. Okay, we need to intimidate these people, right?
Looks like the circus left town.
All right, authority. Let's get our authority up. Wait, is our authority any higher than when we tried last time and failed? Because that would be save scumming. Last time we did this, we died. All right, here we go.
Looks like the circus left town.
Okay,
but the clowns are
28%. All right, look, we just lost all those. All right, like we're due. We're due. We're due. This is gonna win. This is succeeds. Establish authority. Yes, authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind. First, you tell me someone's been raped, and then you don't say who. That's bullshit. Stomp your feet. Kim, I need your gun. This is how we died last time. I'm the only thing keeping this town from going to hell, and you're not helping. Point your finger. And what exactly you've been doing that's so goddamn special? Shitting yourself in front of us? I feel like there's a word missing there. He leans in, going around harassing kids on the street, kids who've done nothing wrong, all the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching. Fascia? People here trust us. We're getting complaints. Fascia, that's short for fascist. Whoa, we're not fascists. I haven't said anything racist. I don't even have a gun. I haven't harassed any kids. I'm not shitting. I didn't say anything racist. Of course you have. You've been calling people kipped left and right, inciting race violence in my town. Carly said they've been trying to set up a race rally, whatever the fuck that means, trying to get the kips out of Revachol before the economy goes to shit. That's a lie. There's no race rally. I'm not a racist. Just look at my... Oh my god. Alright, we're doing it. He's not racist and there's no rally. He turns to you. There's no Carly either. It's a joke. Let's move on or get some air. What happened? Alright, I'm just gonna leave. Bye. Oh, shit. Alright, let's go. Kim, let's go. I need to go take my empty bottles to the grocery store. Need to get some money. Oh my god. Oh no. Insert my bottle. Yeah, we got some money. Alright. Oh man. Should we go get those speakers? Okay, we can go see Everett. We can go see Joyce for something, I think. We can go get the speakers. We can talk to the lorry driver. Some of these trees look weird. See a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sealang is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
He gives you a thumbs up. What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer. You're very cool.
He makes both hands into finger pistols and fires a few finger bullets into the air. Oh, I want to learn how to do that. That's a thought. Really? You think I'm cool? I'm not cool. Whether I'm cool is unimportant. I have police questions for you. You really think I'm cool?
Oh, yeah. You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like.
He surveys his consumerist kingdom with an air of satisfaction.
You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
He settles back into the pile of boxes he's sitting on. Don't be distracted by flattery and funny man act questions. Persuade him to give you some money. What? How is that gonna go? What kind of stuff are you selling here? Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom. Where'd you get those comfy pants? I'm an entrepreneur, officer. He begins counting on his fingers. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board. Do you have a permit to sell all that? Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits, just economic freedom. Take a look around. He takes a deep breath. You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds, and the dust-choked air. It's beautiful, beautiful freedom. Kim, is it true? He doesn't need a permit to sell? I think we already know that, right? Sweet, no permits means less work for me. Let's move on. That's right. Revachol is the best place for an independent self-employer like myself. That's why it's so cool with all the models coming here and cool celebrities. He smiles his bright toothpaste to add smile. Is there a discount for cool officers like me? No need for discounts. It's ceilings. Officer, everything's already on sale. He nods toward the crates. Anything you want, 50% off. But did he first mark them up 100% just so he could put them on sale? Are those things really on sale, or did you just jack up the price first? My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. What do you think? Shake things up? He winks. That's all then. Let me ask you something else. The food packages you're selling have humanitarian aid written on them. How come? You mean these delicious prepackaged self-shapeable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out. Have we eaten anything since we took over? No hassle. There's a little of hassle here. What? It appears a moral hassle. Doesn't that beat the idea of humanitarian aid? It's supposed to be free. That's what makes it humanitarian. I think one said not for resale on the packaging. Don't play games with me, Hawker. What's going on? No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy. Does your supplier drive that Humanox lorry over there? Point at the lorry with the big Humanox sign on it. What? The street vendor looks over his left shoulder and stares at the lorry as though he's never seen a lorry in his entire life. A convincing performance. Bravo. Look, officer, I'm just a retailer. You'd have to talk to my supplier if you've got questions about the supply chain. That's how the game works. Interesting. The lieutenant whips out his blue notebook and makes a note. Ah, man, I like it when Kim makes notes. It means we did something good. We'll need more if we're going to pin this one down, he thinks. Good questions, though. Sharp eyes, officer. Where are you from, Siling? Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now, all Revachol. This man probably comes from Sigay. Siga? Sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola. But you're from the Apricot Suzerainty, right? I can't say that word. Apricot Suzerainty calls into mind an era when the Seagate archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words. Oh no. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say that you're from, pronounce it very painstakingly, Seaguy. Oh, let's go full spaghetti. Very cool. Ceiling nods, his eyebrows furrowed. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism. But the Apricot Suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left. Right, but isn't it only a shithole because of Revachol? You're welcome. I do try to be supportive of other peoples and cultures. Not a racist, by the way. That's so cool, officer. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur by buying some pants and sunglasses? Let's ask him for some money. Yay! Start with a little compliment, then work your way up to there. This is about business, remember? Hey, you seem like a really successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support a member of the local police force? Oh, okay. The man stops, his face suddenly serious. But why, officer? Think of it as an investment. An investment? He raises a brow intrigued. What kind of investment? An investment in me, a highly experimental human being. My risk-reward ratio is insane. I'm not going to confiscate this humanitarian aid that you're reselling. Ooh, we're basically asking for a bribe. I'm a policeman. It's an investment in good relations with the RCM. It's an investment in your customer base. Gotta prime the pump, man. All right, I regret my choice. I don't want to get a bribe. 2 and 3 are bribes. 1 and 4 kind of not. 1. I guess I can't be any riskier than speculating on exotic derivatives. How much are we talking about here? All right, let's go for $1 million real, and then like he'll shut that down, and then we don't get bribed. But officer, I don't have that kind of money. There's got to be a more modest investment. 10 real. 10 real. 10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man. He takes the 10 note from a leather pouch. Oh, nice. All right. Damn. Nice. That was easy. All right. I want to buy... Why can't I buy the speakers? Is there a time of day that you can do it?
Everything's still cool here, off.
Yeah, why can't I... Okay. Maybe it's broken. Hey, did you guys fix the thing? It's Wednesday, my dudes. Okay, we're over time, but I want to get to the other side. Pull the lever again. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then the water lock starts moving. Okay, the lieutenant looks across the canal. If we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on. Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain. Alright, let's save it. Let's go along. The radio relay hums with electricity. Oh man, new area after all this. It's kind of like getting to the cemetery in Chapter 2 of Witcher 1. I had decades-old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. A breaker box to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe there's something inside. Wasn't there money here? Oh my god. Alright, so this is interesting. I think we're going to stop here, and I need to do some ayaya things. But first... How does that feel, weebs? How does it feel? Ilsaroth has used 20,000 monocoins on literally nothing instead of Ayaya. Mark is complete. Well done. Well done. I love the pain, says Peace of Mind. We're getting a lot of mileage out of this really dumb joke, chat. You have 20,000 monocoins. You could spend them on enabling Ayaya, but you prefer to use them on sweet fuck all instead. No reward, no incentive, just 20,000 coins not spent on Ayaya. You rebel, you. Well done. Well done. What joke asks, we will fund Ayaya in chat? Oh no! Lactop has redeemed use 20k on literally nothing instead of Ayaya as well. Oh man. Are we keeping count? How many monocoins have been spent on literally not Ayaya instead? 60,000? I think it's 60k at this point, right? Oh, fun. Thank you, Akito128 for the 313 sub. Put the slice of pizza in the pan on medium heat for 3 minutes, then add a drop of water and cover with a lid. Let steam for 1 minute to melt the cheese. This method reheats pizza better than it was fresh. Really? I prefer to just like throw leftover pizza in the microwave. I like the pizza a little soggy. Not too soggy, just a little bit. Like it's sometimes like some pizzas taste better after being in the microwave. Who wants to dirty a pan? I just said the wrong thing. I just said the wrong thing. Wow, chat is outraged. Chat is outraged. Thank you, Puckered Starfish, for the 200 bits. Fucking nailed it at 83%. Yeah, we just got really screwed by oh yeah, the next one, Calvin used 100 bits to say Esperia to screw you. Yeah, we got really screwed by those percentage chance there. It was funny. You can't lose when you're streaming. Oh. I think to myself sometime, you could have been the best streamer. You love hard games, you love Hollow Knight, and are making amazing videos, but then you misclicked in Undertale, and I am watching you play Jump King while listening to a Yaya. Hello from a VOD boy. Ban the Yaya. Ralph Clogs has dad joke book read aloud. Alright, let me get that. Did we ever read the first page? Dad, will you hand me my sunglasses as soon as you hand me my dad glasses, son? What did the pen say to the other pen? You're ink-readable. Okay, there are only 2 on that page. Let's go for a different one. I bought the thesaurus I've always wanted, but when I opened it, all the pages were blank. I have no words to describe how angry I am. Why did Stalin only write in lowercase? Because he hated capitalism. Where can you learn how to make the best ice cream? Sunday school. To the person who stole my copy of Microsoft Office, I will find you. You have my word. What is smarter than a talking cat? A spelling bee. Where do typists go to get a drink? The space bar. You can't run through a campsite. You can only ran because it's past tense. I feel like maybe we've done some of these before. Why do bees hum? Because they don't know the words. Don't spell part backwards. It's a trap. What does a thesaurus eat for breakfast? A synonym roll. I have a master's degree in being ignored. No one seems to care. That one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. All right, so that's it for me. 20 minutes over. Holy crap. Well, we were kind of slow at the beginning. It's never happening, guys. I don't understand. Anyway, so that's it for me. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and that's it, right? Is there anything else I missed? Is there something in the game I should be looking for, or is there something in chat or any fan art or anything else like that? Wow, I'm really far away from you. Left and up? Well, some people have left now, so let's ooh, that looks interesting. All right, we'll explore all this later. I like having new areas. I like it when games lock you in a place for a while and then they let you wander, you know, after a certain time has passed. It's like, oh, you're suddenly free. It's really interesting. Anyway, so I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll continue Disco Elysium. So have a good time. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.